Have you ever felt like life was pressing you from all sides? Like the weight of your trials was too much to bear? It's as if anything you put your effort in achieving doesn't seem to work. Well, what if I told you that those very trials might be signs of something extraordinary about to unfold in your life right now? Yes, your breakthrough could be closer than you think, but before every breakthrough comes a test. And so in today's video, we are going to uncover 7 evident signs that God is testing you before your breakthrough. Each sign holds a deeper meaning and purpose. If you're interested in intriguing Christian content that would enhance your understanding about God, consider subscribing and turning on notifications to be aware of every single video I post. Without much ado, let's begin the video. The very first sign on our list today is when you encounter delays and waiting periods. When God is preparing you for a breakthrough, He sometimes delays certain plans and opportunities you want. Have you felt like you've prayed and worked so hard to attain a high position at your workplace, yet nothing seems to happen? It's as if you feel it's time to move forward, but you feel stuck at one place. Let me tell you something. God uses this season to make you patient. An example is Abraham and Sarah, who waited 25 years for the promise of Isaac to be fulfilled. Even when it seemed impossible, God remained faithful to His word. Abraham's waiting was not wasted. It was rather preparing him to become father of many nations. All I encourage you to do now is to trust God, because He's preparing you to bless you at the right time. The second sign is increased opposition. Opposition often comes right before a massive breakthrough. Have you encountered this particular colleague or boss who seems to despise anything you do, despite putting a lot of effort, or you face a lot of challenges when building a project? An example of a biblical figure who faced great opposition is David. Before he became king, he was opposed by King Saul, who sought to kill him. But through this great opposition, David's faith grew and God knew he was prepared for the throne. Sometimes, the enemy attacks when you are closer to your blessing. It is during these challenging times that you have to hold on to God and never give up. The third sign is when you encounter temptations and distractions. When you're on the verge of a breakthrough, the enemy will try to derail you with many temptations and distractions. These come in the form of opportunities that seem good but aren't God ordained. Remember Jesus in the wilderness? Before he began his ministry, he was tempted by Satan with power, food, and glory, yet he declined these offers and stayed focused on God's plan. If you feel enticed to indulge in something that appears good in your eyes, it's time to shift your focus to God's will and stay rooted in His Word. The fourth sign is emotional and spiritual battles. Do you feel overwhelmed by fear or anxiety due to threats to get you fired from your work, or doubt you'll recover from a major illness? This could be a spiritual battle testing you to trust in God's promises. The enemy uses these to attack you when your breakthrough is closer, hoping you will eventually give up. It's in this that we know in Ephesians 6 verse 12 that our struggles are not against flesh and blood, but against spiritual forces of evil. Meditate on this verse and keep fighting with faith as your weapon. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. The fifth sign is when you experience an unexplainable calm and peace. Another clear sign is when you witness this calm, peaceful feeling in the midst of the challenges I've mentioned so far. This peace is a reminder that God is working things out in your favor. Think of Daniel in the lion's den. While in the midst of such hungry lions, he remained calm and trusted God. Due to this, he got saved and his story has become a testimony of God's power. When you encounter peace amidst chaos and uncertainties in your life, it's a divine assurance that God has already won the battle for you. If you've enjoyed the video so far, kindly show your support and love by giving it a like and subscribe if you can attest to these signs I've mentioned so far. This helps to spread the message to others. Moving on to the sixth sign is divine connections and favor. As you approach your breakthrough, God will send the right people into your life. People who will link you to various opportunities you couldn't imagine. Have you recently noticed that after your business began to dwindle for some time, you've suddenly seen a spike in sales? clients are trooping in, and opportunities you thought you couldn't have are now at your fingertips? This is what having divine connections and favor look like. A perfect example in the Bible is Ruth. After losing her husband, she remained faithful to Naomi and met Boaz, a man who would change her destiny. Their connection wasn't coincidental, it was actually orchestrated by God. Proceeding to the last and most evident sign is when you begin to witness breakthroughs in small areas. Before the big breakthrough, God often allows small victories to encourage you. These little wins are like seeds, showing you that greater blessings are coming. You might have realized that after getting these opportunities, people begin to recognize your efforts and reward you. In the Bible, Elijah saw this when he prayed for rain after a long drought. He first spotted a small cloud, but it soon brought a mighty downpour. Celebrate the small breakthroughs because they are a glimpse of the greater ones God has in store for you. As you reflect on these 7 signs, I want you to remember that God's tests are not meant to break you, but to prepare you. Your breakthrough is closer than you think. Hold on, remain faithful, and trust in His timing. If this message deeply resonated with you, share it with someone who dearly needs it. If you've not liked the video and subscribed yet, kindly do so to show your support. Let's help to spread this message to as many people as possible. If you want to know how God speaks to His beloved, kindly watch this video. Stay blessed.